Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Torrin Talk. Is there enough to put it up above my head? I don't know. I guess I'll see in editing. So, let's, I guess, just go right ahead with what's going on this week. I'm in my husband's recliner because I like to switch it up sometimes with backgrounds. I think what we're going to end up doing is on Mondays, which is Torn Talk time, we might have more variety when it comes to backgrounds, just for something fun. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then, of course, Thursdays and Fridays, we do the whole nice setup so it looks all professional. And we all know Tuesdays and Wednesdays is, you know, whichever. Well, Wednesdays are always in the bathroom, so yeah. Anywhoodles, let's talk about what's coming up this month. Wow, we're starting out and I'm already on a tangent. I'm awesome. So, I have talking points. So, first up this month is deep conditioning month. As in last month, we did a lot of heatless curling styles. We tried 3 different methods, and that left my hair a little thirsty and unhappy. So this month is Pamper My Hair Month, to make it feel better, because, you know, fall and winter fast approaching, and those are always the absolute hardest months on my hair, especially when it's actually cold outside, because my house, I have electronic heat, which makes the air very dry, and even though, you know, sometimes I put water on the heating vents, etc., to try and get more moisture in the house, it's just a dry time for my hair. That's normally when I get nosebleeds too, just because, like, dryness. So, I would like my hair to be in pretty good shape before we head into the hardest months for my hair. Not to mention the static electricity is insane. So, I thought, are you leaving me, Murphy? You're so mean. I thought it would be good for us to, get our hair in good shape before that starts. So, deep conditioning every Tuesday for this month, and then Wednesdays, every hairstyle this month is going to be a protective hairstyle. Now, this means these are not going to be fancy things. These are not going to be hairstyles that you don't know. I'm sure most of you are going to know these, but sometimes it's nice to go back to basics, because we get very caught up in making it super pretty, and sometimes, even though I really try for the super pretty hairstyles to keep them from being any kind of damaging, just manipulating your hair in general causes wear and tear. So I'm going to go over, you know, the 3 best hairstyles that use the lowest amount of manipulation or are the best for preventing tangles, etc., etc. So that's what we're doing this month. Like I said, it's not going to be anything groundbreaking, but, you know, we're just kind of going back to basics. It's Pamper Our Hair Month, so we're going to try not to torture it too much, basically. Okay, and every Thursday this month, for the Thoughts version, we're going to do movies that I love that other people do not necessarily like very much, and I'm not sure why. Just because I haven't done movies in a while, and I figure let's do some movies, because then I won't have to think about Thursdays overly much. Not only am I pampering my hair, I'm going to attempt to pamper my brain. So excited. So, okay, next item on the agenda. You guys, because of my beloveds and their generous selves on my Patreon, we are getting our new camera way earlier than I expected. Early on, after my first month, I figured it would take us about 6 months for me to save up the money, strictly from my Patreon, to get my camera. I get it this week, you guys. Patreon puts money in my account on the 1st of every month. Therefore, on September 1st, it will put me over the top for how much my camera costs. The one I'm looking at anyway. And I don't want to pay more than that for a camera. I mean, sure, it would be nice to have an $800, $1,000 camera. Come on, that's way too much money for a camera. So, the one I want is around $400, which is still very, very expensive. It is. But I have need of things. I actually listen to many of you, so there are certain things I need from my camera. I need a decent amount of battery life, duh, and storage space, but almost every camera has an SD card, so that's actually fairly easy to find. I need a viewfinder that twirls around so I can see it. Like right now, I am hoping I am in frame and this looks good because I have no idea. The viewfinder is on the back of the camera and I can't see it. And you've probably noticed, especially in some of my hair vids, that instead of being nice and center, sometimes I am over to one side or another, or I'm doing an updo and you can't see anything that's happening up here because it is out of frame. That also is because the camera I currently have has an autofocus that I can't turn off. So it zooms in when I don't want it to zoom in, and it's just very aggravating. It has been a very good camera for me, don't get me wrong. It gave me high def capability very early, and I am thankful that I have it. But I'm really, really ready for an upgrade. I've had this camera for a while now. I can't even remember when I got it. It was a Christmas present from my gram a while back. I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago? Maybe longer. Okay, so yeah, so I need those, and I would really, really like to have an external mic jack, because I know sometimes, like, I'm pretty sure this video might be, the sound might not be awesome, and I would love to have an external mic jack so that our sound is better, which I think everybody would like that. It would also keep me from having to speak so loudly all of the time. Even though I'm generally kind of a loud person, it drives my husband crazy, but enunciate and project. Yes, so that might be nicer, maybe. And of course, I need it to be mountable on a tripod because I'm filming myself, as always. No cinematographer here except for me, and I'm not a very good one. So yeah, so I have like a lot of things that I need, and of course I need high def capabilities, blah blah blah. So I need a good camera. The external mic is apparently the big problem, because almost every camera with an external mic starts in the $6,800 range. So yeah, it's one of those things. But like I said, we're getting a new camera this week. I am so excited. Or at least I hope I can get one this week. I am going to a few stores and looking, and because I want to hold it in my hands first to really make sure, and I really want to check to make sure I can put it on a tripod, because I don't get this, but there are quite a few camcorders that do not have a tripod like access point. It's not mounted. Why? Tripods they've been around forever and they are awesome. It keeps you from having shaky cam happening. Yeah, any doodles. Okay. Oh, and P.S. I finally found out why my webcam is completely borked. So you guys know I have the C920 HD yada yada Logitech, right? Most YouTubers use this camera. I mean, except for the ones that have the really fancy ones, but you know, as far as webcams go, it's excellent. And I had no problems with it when I was using Windows 7. I had beautiful high definition. It was great. When I upgraded to 10, which you guys might remember that rant video where everything went wrong, I lost my high def capabilities on my camera, which is why my hair videos and videos filmed on this camera are still in high def. But my other camera, my webcam, everything is back down to not high def anymore. And some of you have noticed it's a little like skippy and weird, but that's because I go ahead and render it in high def, because if I don't, you get the little square in the middle of the big rectangle screen. Anyways, so yes, it is Windows 10, because I thought perhaps it was my driver. I even had one of my tech friends get on my computer and try and figure out what was going on, and he couldn't figure it out, and he's smart, and hello. Yeah, it's Microsoft's fault. It's my camera. I think there are 3 cameras that were working perfectly fine before Windows 10, and then after Windows 10 happened, they don't do high def anymore. It's something about how they render the digital information. I don't know, because I'm not smart when it comes to that kind of stuff. But it's not my fault. I didn't do anything to make it mess up. It's Windows 10. They're trying to fix it. So I may not have to get a new computer. I may still want one, but I don't have to have one, especially if they can get that fixed. That would be wonderful for moi. Okay, so that was number 2. Number 3, and finally, because I feel like I've been talking for a long time. I can't tell anymore. Because I talk to my dogs a lot. I talk to myself, but I pretend it's my dogs. I don't know, sometimes they listen, so maybe I am talking to my dogs. Any poodles. 3. This is for my video game people. As you know, I did get my Xbone for Christmas. I enjoy it very much. It is a wonderful way for me to escape my reality when I can't deal with it, when my pain is high, when I feel like I can't do anything and I feel really sad. I can put myself in the body of my video game characters, who of course can run and jump and do all kinds of awesome things that I physically can't do right now. So I find it therapeutic. But on my Xbone, and a lot of you are going to say, why didn't you get a PS4 since you love RPGs? Because I started with an Xbox 360, so I just stayed, and they have some backwards compatibility, although not as much as I'd like. Anyways, the biggest reason, other than price, is because I'm used to the controller, and I think I reached the age where I don't think I could relearn the PS4 controller, even though I had a PS2. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter, I have an Xbone. That's what I have. And they are really low on the RPG front, which is my preferred game. I like RPGs. I'm not really good at first-person shooters, which has been well established. So basically, I only have 2 games. I have Dragon Age Inquisition, which I did have on my 360, but repurchased when it was on super sale with all the DLC on my Xbone, and I have Fallout 4 on my Xbone. Those are the only 2 games that I have. And this week, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday, the 30th, whatever day that is, the very last piece of Fallout DLC is dropping, the Nuka World DLC, and I'm very, very excited. I've gotten a lot of hours out of Fallout because I happen to love the settlement and building system, and the Xbone got mods, which, like, for the first time a console has mods, and I have found them at times frustrating, which, you know, all the PC gamers are laughing because mods sometimes conflict with each other and then crazy stuff happens to your game, but I'm fine. I got over that stuff, and I have to say the modding community is amazing, because when things are being glitchy and weird, it does not take them very long to figure out what's going on and fix it. So all of you people out there that make all these mods for free, thank you. Like, really, thank you. You add so much more gameplay to my game. It is amazing. So yes, I'm still playing Fallout. I still love it. I know a lot of people don't think it was good as New Vegas. It's a different game. I don't expect every game to be exactly the same. Is New Vegas my favorite Fallout? Maybe. I think the faction, like faction-wise, I felt like I had more impact on the story at large. And I did like that you could play as pure evil if you want to, even though I find that very difficult for my own personal gameplay. It's hard for me. But you could, and I like having that option, whereas in Fallout 4 that's not really an option. That might be the only thing that I'd really, really like to see, but I have to say, like, I'm better at shooting now. I like that VATS doesn't stop everything. Anyways, I love the settlement system, even though it's really fidgety and finicky. I still love it, and I find that fun. So, but this is my problem. I only have 2 games. I have Fallout or Dragon Age, and I did play through Dragon Age completely again. The whole storyline completely again, including all the DLC, because, well, I missed it, and it's just really pretty, and I love cutscenes and the talking and the, I really like BioWare games because, like, there are romance options, and it just feels like you really have extra stories with your followers, your companions, that kind of thing. But I could never get into Mass Effect because space just isn't my jam, which doesn't make sense because, like, I love Star Trek more than Star Wars. I do. I love Trek. But, I don't know. Mass Effect just really didn't do it for me. I don't know if it's because I kept getting frustrated with the gameplay. I never even finished the Mass Effect 2, you guys. I never finished it because I was just so frustrated, and I kept getting stuck because I really suck at first-person shooters, and I found it difficult. Any hoodles. So I have nothing to play. Do you have any suggestions for me? Are there any good other RPGs on the Xbone that are enjoyable? I don't expect them to be BioWare games because BioWare only makes BioWare games. But I don't know, something. I like BioWare and Bethesda. They are my favorites. Oh, I do, before anybody tells me to do Witcher 3, I am planning on getting Witcher 3, but I'm waiting for the Game of the Year edition that has all of the bells and whistles, all of the DLC all in one go, because this is me, and it's easier for me. And I'm sure that will probably be out around Christmas sometime. So I will get The Witcher 3. I'm also totally buying the remastered Skyrim. I just am, because I love Skyrim, and I know I'm going to play hours of it. And that's just it. Plus, then we'll have mods, which I'm very excited about. It's on my Xbone. That's why I got the terabyte Xbone, because I knew mods were coming, and I was very, very excited about it. Any hoodles, yeah, do you have any games that you really, really enjoy that I might like? I know most of the really awesome RPGs are on the PlayStation exclusive. I'm so tired of exclusives, you guys. I don't like that. You shouldn't have to buy 2 gaming systems. I think it's hooey. I mean, I realize it's a business and capitalism and yada yada, but still. Sad face. Okay, now I'm sure I have gone on way too long, and those of my girls that do not game have completely lost interest at the end of this. So I will just shut up now and say goodbye. I am getting ready to wash my hair and try the next deep conditioning treatment. Tomorrow is the first one, and it's already been filmed, but I haven't edited yet. And I think it's going to be long. I don't know. We'll see if I can trim it down. So I shouldn't put out so many long videos. I can't help it. It's me. You guys know this by now. It's the way of things. That's why I hold steady at 17,000 subscribers and don't grow larger, because I can't make 5-minute videos. I just can't. It is impossible. Okay, I love you. I will see you tomorrow with the first of our deep conditioning treatments. And spoilers, it totally works. But I'm not going to tell you what it was. You have to watch to find out. Okay, seriously, I'll shut up now. Bye.